All right. I think we're live. Hopefully we're live. I couldn't find the live show on Facebook the other day. So if you guys thought I was live on Facebook the other day, sorry about that. Sorry. About to run in here and take a shower. Just thought I'd pop on, do a little quick live with the update of damn it, got hit again. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll wait till some people come in and then we'll get going. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Let me get this going up here so I can see the comments. Kind of hard to see the comments on can't post comments on some destinations. I don't know what that means. What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming in. Short notice live show. Short notice. How do I get to my live show here? Let me make sure I am live. I do not have Facebook on this other phone, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm live on Facebook or not, but we're trying to get all the technical details worked out of this thing here. Scott Rowland's in the house. JD Jeff, CJ Hudson's in the house. Chief Ray Haller made it in. This Truck and Life's in the house. Hollywood. Yeah, but Hollywood's in the house. JD Jeff says, damn, am I the only dude on here? I'm about to flush. Come on. Hit that flush button if you could. The smell is awful. Shannon Thomas Trucking's in the house. Christopher made it in. What's up, everybody? Not much. I'm hanging out. I'm getting ready to go in here and shave his gray beard off. Oh, my gray beard makes me look old, I think. So I'm gonna go shave that off. And yeah, old man looking these days when I got the beard going. I don't like it. I don't like it. So yeah, about to go take care of that business. I'm about 400 miles away from where I need to be tomorrow. And honestly, no rush on tomorrow. Probably get unloaded around, if I'm lucky, maybe early afternoon. I can go home, but most of the time they don't unload it early afternoon. They wait till like 5, 6 o'clock. Basically, first shift waits for second shift to get there to unload these loads. So it is what it is. Going back to Minnesota, got to take the truck over, get a estimate done on it from the jackass that hit me Saturday morning, 1:30 in the morning on Saturday morning. I got hit. There's no call for it. No call for it. The guy was pulling out of a spot, not backing into a spot. He hit me intentionally. He did it on purpose. I don't give a shit what he says. He did it on purpose. And yeah, I got a lot to say about this one. I really do. Because, you know, basically I got hit by a man child. A man that should not be driving a truck. He thought I wronged him, and then he hit my truck intentionally. And then ran away. Hit and run, folks. Yes, hit and run. And ain't no call for it. Ain't no call for it. So Monday, we will, tomorrow morning, I will speak with his company. I called, it's a decent sized company. If I said the name, you would know it. 95% of the people in here would know it if I said it. It's a bigger company. They got 250 trucks, which I thought they were bigger than what they are. And of course, I'll show the video and everything once I get all this worked out. But, and I'll explain the whole thing here in a minute. I'll let a few people come in. Let's get a few comments here while we wait. Thanks everybody for coming in. Make sure to smash that like button for me if you could. I got to turn the brightness up on this phone. I am staring into the sun, it feels like. I wonder if that would help any. Maybe a little bit. It does. It does help a little bit. CJ Hudson says they can't post comment things. If the host type a message, it will show on YouTube, not Facebook. Yeah. Okay. I'm only reading YouTube comments right now because I'm having to read them off of this phone. And I'll try to keep an eye on this. But, man, it is such a small thing over here that I get to see. It's damn near impossible to read the comments off of the phone. Maybe I should do the YouTube on this phone because it's got a bigger screen. Maybe I do that. Maybe. Thought about getting me a tablet to do the YouTube on. I have a laptop back there, but the processor is such a garbage processor. It's an Intel processor, but it's like the base model, and it has trouble running YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So, Mike says, "What's happening? Oh, people crashing into me on purpose and then hit and running. Woo! Hell of a story. Stick around a minute. I'll tell you all about it." Chief Air Holler says, "I'm about to leave the recliner. Got a 12 stop load to pick up. Damn it. 12 deliveries? Yeah, 12 stops. Damn it. Hollywood, I-20 eastbound, Mississippi. Come on. Heading towards Mississippi." Some of the Epic says, "Good morning. Christopher, Chuck will do that to you." Yeah, no doubt. Gray, turn you gray. Got my gray beard from trucking. That's for damn sure. Where am I at? Light the way, SD Cash. Some of the Epic says, "Damn, man, you got hit again." Yeah, I got hit again on the same exact fender I had replaced in May and June. So the last hit was at the end of May. And here we are at the end of August, and we got hit again. I mean, the first one was just a mistake. This one was intentional and hit and run. So we're going to make this boy pay for this one. I'm going to tell you right now, I am 100% going to contact the lawyer tomorrow, and I'm going to see what my rights are as far as a civil suit, because I want to sue him personally. I mean, I don't know if that's legal. I don't know if that's possible or not. I'm gonna call and see if I can talk to a lawyer for a little while and see what my options are. The Hopkinsville, Kentucky Police Department are looking for this guy. They want to talk to him on the hit and run. So I showed them the video, and it's obvious it's a hit and run. There's no way the guy didn't know he hit me. There's no way. The way his trailer shook, I mean, he took his trailer all the way down the side of my truck. And then his rims on his trailer hit my deer guard and broke my deer guard. You can't tell me there's no damage on those tires or those rims. Yeah. And then the jackass drove through the truck stop parking lot because I got out and ran after him. And he about ran somebody over in the parking lot trying to get away. So that's what kind of person we're dealing with here. My description of the guy would be a man-child. When you don't get your way and you throw a fit. And the damnedest thing was, I didn't know he didn't get his way. I'll tell you the story, but it's crazy. It's crazy how he acted. I didn't even know I wronged him. Honest to God, like he thought he got wronged, but he didn't. He did. Damn, missed some comments here. Chicken Hauler's in the house. Hello, I'm ready, heading in to haul some low-speed chicken feed. Okay, I thought you was hauling that high-speed chicken feed. I figured to be a little bit more clear today. Yeah, I thought you were running keys across Florida. I thought you were. I thought your business was picking up in Florida, bring it back to Alabama. CJ Hudson, Super Ego hit man after you, boss, trying to take your truck out. Yeah. Can't believe it. Yeah, that one guy hit and split. Yeah, hit and split, man. Got me and then did everything he could to get out of that parking lot before something stopped him. But it's okay. I got dash cam. I got pictures. I got footage of him hitting me. I got footage of him hitting my hood. I've got footage of him driving away. I've got trailer number, truck number. I've got it all. I just don't understand how someone thinks in this day and age they can get away after doing something like this. Like, everybody in the truck stop's got a dash cam, brother. Like, I could have asked 10. If I didn't have the footage, I could have went around and asked 10 other truck drivers that he drove by, "Hey, man, could you pull your dash cam up for me so I can get this truck number?" And, more than likely, we would have got it. I mean, he drove in front of 50 trucks to leave. This happened at the Hopkinsville, Kentucky Loves. You guys know that Hopkinsville, Kentucky. I think it's technically Oak Grove, Kentucky. So, yeah, y'all know where I was at. That one guy says it's an epidemic. Yes, that's for sure. This trucker life, it seems like most of these nasty truckers out here are man children. I swear to God. Me. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Keep on trucking with JF Truckers. Has caught you live. What's up, bro? Thanks for coming in. Gary Cook's in the house. Keeping up. JF Truckers says be safe out there. We trying. Organized accidents. Be safe. This was just a jackass that was mad. This is all this was. He was mad, and I hope it felt good at the time because, yeah, I'm finna lay into that ass, boys. I'm gonna tell you right now. You can do a lot of things, and I'll overlook it. But when you intentionally come after me and the truck that I use to support my family, then we got real problems. So I called his company. Decent sized company. I'm not going to say the company till it's all over with and we see how they handle it, because like the last time I got hit, the company handled it very well. They paid out quick and my truck got fixed fairly reasonably quick. And so I'm not going to drag them through the mud. The driver made an accident last time and he owned up to it. This time the driver did not own up to it. So we're going to see how his company handles it. And, you know, it's a decent sized company. You'd know it if I said it. And we'll see how they handle it. But unbelievable, the footage of it. The way his trailer shakes when his tires hit my deer guard. There's no way he didn't know he hit something. It sidestepped his trailer about 3 inches when he hit that deer guard. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't feel that, you shouldn't be driving truck, be honest about it. Chief Howler says, keep the gray beard, just don't let it get wild. Oh, exactly. Wouldn't want to be a recruiter for Hirschbach. Just saying. Like the way says, yes, it's all about the computer, CPU processor. Grab a strong one. Yeah. So the processor was, I bought a very base model computer. And I upgraded the RAM. Cost me like $20 to upgrade the RAM. But the processor is where it's killing me now. The RAM is good. The RAM operates at about 30%. But the processor can't handle it. Oh, sorry. I got the belches. I had some homemade tacos. I made tacos in the truck today. Not bad. I got to buy some different taco seasoning though. Oof. That, I think I bought Ortega or something like that. Oof. Was not a good taco flavor for me. I prefer that McCormick. McCormick's for me. Chief Howler, it sounds like criminal damage to property to me. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. I want to press some charges if I can, because this was no accident. So 51 people in the house. Let me talk about it here. Let me explain the scenario to you. So it was 1:30 in the morning. I was done. I still had a few hours to run, but I was done. You know, I was feeling it. So I was like, I'm going to stop. And Saturday night, there was a side note. There was a detour in Clarksville, Tennessee. There was a big wreck on the freeway. So after going around the detour, I was done. I said, I'm going to stop at the Loves. I stopped at Loves. I swung around to the back of the shop, and there was one parking spot left. And if you guys know that Loves, those are diagonal parking spots, and they're diagonal to the passenger side of the truck. So there was a truck parked along the back of the shop. He was kind of in the way, but not in the way. And I'll explain more of that in a second. I literally had a straight line back. I pulled up, I got long with it, straight line back in. I didn't notice this at first, okay? Butler was sitting in his truck with his flashers on. So when I pulled in front of him, I thought he was just backed in. I didn't realize he was trying to leave. So I go to back in, and as I'm backing in, he keeps flashing his bright lights at me. And I'm like, I mean, I'm straight line. I can see both sides, and it's Love's. I got 2 foot on each side. I'm not even close to the guy. And I'm like, why is he flashing his brights at me? And every time he does it, I stop. Because I'm like, what are you doing, dude? You're blinding me as I'm trying to back in here. So finally, after 3 or 4 times, I just say, screw it. I just back my truck in. I back the truck in. I pop the brakes, and I'm going to go talk to the guy and ask him, why in the hell? And as I go to open my door, he pulls up beside me because he's a little farther back. They're diagonal spots, He pulls up beside me, flips me the bird, and then proceeds to turn his wheel and drag his trailer all the way down the side of my truck. Yeah. And I guess he thought I was like, he couldn't get out, but he could have pulled. And this is what I'm going to tell his company. He could have pulled forward 40 more foot before he needed to turn that wheel. He turned that wheel intentionally to hit my truck. And then after he'd done it, I just stopped for the day. I literally popped the brakes 3 seconds before he hit me. I jump out of the truck. I take off running after him, and he floors that truck. He knows I'm like running right beside his trailer. He knows I'm there. Well, I'm not right beside it, but I'm like at the back of his trailer. So he floors it through the parking lot, damn near runs over a pedestrian trying to cross. That Love's. The guy was trying to go from the store to his truck behind the store. And yeah, damn near ran over the guy. And here's the thing. Here's how I know he had room to get out. The cop came. I called the cops immediately. I called 911, and they sent out a cop, made a police report. The cop left, and the cop parked in his parking spot where he had left. When that cop left, another truck, a prime truck, came and backed right into that parking spot, no problem. So you can't tell me he didn't have room to pull out when another truck had room to back in. He did it on purpose. He's going to pay for it. I am going to, I talked to the cop about pressing charges on it. We'll get his name and everything from the company tomorrow, and then we'll proceed with that. But, if you just happen to be watching this, buddy, and you're fixing to go through some things, because number one, I'm going to press charges for hit and run. Number two, I'm going to talk to a lawyer tomorrow about suing you personally for this, on a civil suit, and we'll see where it goes. But yeah, I was red hot Saturday because, like, number one, you weren't wronged. Number two, a truck was able to back into the spot that you couldn't pull out of, and did it intentionally, pulled up, flipped me the bird, and then did it. And I'm sorry, but a guy like that should not be driving an 80,000 pound vehicle. If you can't handle your emotions, it's one thing. If you can't handle your truck, it's a whole nother thing. And you put those two together, and he shouldn't be on the road, in my opinion. So I can't wait to talk to his safety department tomorrow. I talked to someone in safety yesterday from that company, but he said he was not really like a safety guy. He was like a dispatcher that, was working the weekends, basically. So, yeah, we'll get down to business tomorrow when I can get a hold of some people. Yeah, we will. Yeah, sorry, guy hit again. Yeah, it is. That one guy says, were you jaw jacking with him? No. I didn't realize I didn't realize what was going on. I couldn't figure out why he was flashing his bright lights at me. And literally after I backed in, I wasn't even mad. I was so damn tired I couldn't be mad. I was going to go over there and say, hey, buddy, like, what's going on? Why are you bright lighting me while I'm trying to back in here? And yeah, I didn't even have a chance. Like, I literally went to open the door and he started like bent my mirror back as soon as I had to, get let go of the door because he damn near ripped it off. So yeah, the truck is movable. The steering wheel is straight up and down to go straight now. So I've got some suspension problems. And when I guess his rims on his trailer hit my rim on my truck and twisted everything. So now I'm at a half turn just to go straight. So we got suspension problems. Broke the brackets on the $3,000 herd deer guard. We're going to need a new hood or at least a new fender. And the fairing that goes down here is going to need the fairing that goes the step fairing that covers the battery box. We're going to need to do one of those and replace that mirror on the driver's side. So it's not going to be a cheap adventure for him or the company, I just can't believe somebody would do that, I just can't believe it. Like, when it was happening, I thought, like, this is like a Twilight Zone episode. I mean, a guy pulls up next to my truck, flips me off, and I'm just like, you're flipping me off. You were the one bright lighting me while I was backing in. What is going on here? Flips me off and then literally floors the truck. Like, I can hear the turbo and the engine just goes wide open. Like, he put her on the floor and just, you can see in the video, he turns the wheel way too early and goes down the side of my truck with his trailer. And that's where we're at with it. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Chief Ray Holler says, honestly, if someone was running after me in their whitey tighties, I'd run too. No, I was fully dressed. I had just popped the brakes. Like I said, I was sitting in the driver's seat. Guy pulls up beside my door, flips me the bird, and then just starts demolishing the side of my truck with his trailer. Like, he did that shit on purpose. You know what I mean? Like, I hadn't even took my shoes off yet. And honestly, if looking at it, looking back on it, obviously I would have just, the deer guard still latches on the passenger side. And if I would have known it would have latched, I would have just threw it up and I would have went after him. Because I know that company, I know they're governed trucks, and I would have followed him till the cops caught him. And but by the time I ran all the way across the parking lot, by the way, I was pretty impressed with how far I could run at sprint speeds. So apparently all the exercise and weight loss is working. Because honestly, when I got to the other side of the parking lot, I was like, hey, that's full blown, sprint speed running. And, I went all the way across the parking lot. I went from my truck all the way out to that little road there, but by that point he was gone. He was flooring that truck. So, I was pretty happy at that. Like the way he says, trade in your old phone and get a Samsung 2526 strong. I don't know. I don't want to pay $1,000 for a phone, and I'm not doing a contract on a phone. I don't need the latest and greatest, I'll be honest with you. Samsung phones are too damn small anyway. If I was going to get another Samsung, it'd have to be the Samsung Ultra. Samsung they're doing like the iPhone. Their damn phones are too small. Let me adjust the brightness here real quick on this. That's another thing. These damn Samsungs like to overheat. If you're doing a couple live shows and charging the battery and got the screen brightness, there we go. Now we're charging. I'll get a Samsung 25 probably in 2 years. I'm usually a couple years behind on a phone. Scott Rose says, I have an app to show location and time of breakdowns, corner of in a hurry and expensive. Yes. And that's another thing. I got a dash cam, and the one I have I got the Keep Trucking dash cam up there, but I also have a little cheap dash cam that just like pull footage off of for the police real quick, like when the police show up. Um, and honestly, I like it because it shows the speed I was going, which was 0. It shows the GPS coordinates of where I'm at, and it shows the time, obviously. So, there's no refuting it. Like, it's one of those, this is one of those, it's what it is. The only thing will be how much it costs to fix it all. It messed up my adaptive cruise control again, too. I'm just telling you, man, this stuff adds up. But I would like to sue this guy personally for my downtime. So I can fill out the form for the insurance to get me get me money for my downtime and a rental truck. So I did that last time. I need to do that again, but I would like to sue him personally. And I might have to wait till all the insurance and everything is done before I can, try to sue him personally over it. But my thing is, I think it's called subjugation pay or whatever. That really doesn't give you any profit. And I'm going to make the claim, if I can sue him civilly, that I didn't make profit while my truck was down. And sue him for because normally, I make profit every day, $100 a day profit at least, so, yeah, I'd like to be able to sue him for not making any profit. Just because of the ill intent, you just don't do that to people. I can't believe as another truck driver he would do that. Just a man child. It just irks me. Like the way he says, great to hear you. Never know these days. Let's see. Because your husband's cash. Wear your neck brace and crutches, and don't forget the emotional damage bill. I did have my right hand on the steering wheel when he hit that, and it jerked that steering wheel very hard. I'll be honest with you, I did feel some pain in my shoulder the next day, in my right shoulder. So, I don't know. Maybe I need to go to the doctor when I get home and have that checked because, when you're just sitting in your truck minding your own damn business and somebody just comes up and hits it on purpose. Oh, I just got to say, they need to be taught a lesson. That's for damn sure. JF Trucker says, they getting paid big money. That's why. Yeah, no doubt. Fat Ball Guy says, Love seems to have the worst people at their truck stops. For me, it used to be the Flying J and the Pilot, because the Flying J and Pilot's got those little narrow parking spots. And a lot of rookie companies get fuel at the Pilot. But I agree. I feel like a lot of rookie companies have switched to the Loves. And, yeah, I'm feeling the burn of that right now. Let me tell you. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm feeling that one because, I don't know if I would call that a rookie company or not. I know they do train people because I know someone that used to be a trainer there. And so I know they train people, but boy, I just don't know about this one. Gary Cook, he probably didn't have insurance. Yeah, it's a big company. If I told you the company name right now, you would know it. 90% of the people in here would have heard of them. I thought they were a bigger company. I looked them up on SaferWeb to get their phone number, and it says they had 200, I think it was 260 trucks. So a pretty good sized company. Not as big as I thought they were, but we'll see. We'll see. Mike says, I'm surprised he didn't take off a hood mirror. I don't have a hood mirror on this side. I only have a passenger side hood mirror. When I had my hood replaced last time, I did not put a hood mirror back on the driver's side. I took that money and put it in my pocket, baby. Yeah, it would have took off the hood mirror if there would have been one on there. He would have definitely got it. I mean, he got deep into that fiberglass of that hood. Gary Cook says that deer guard should show some damage to his trailer. Oh, it does. There was, I got a picture of it. I picked up a piece of aluminum yesterday from, right where my deer guard was. And it was, a big, it looked like you took, a Sawzall or something and just shaved some aluminum off the side of a trailer. So yeah. The way the trailer moved over when his rims hit that deer guard, that's a herd deer guard. That's a heavy duty freaking deer guard. It's not like that last one I had. It's not a $500 Chinese special. That's a herd deer guard on there, and for him to bend the brackets like he did, I mean, the trailer moved probably 3 inches over when his rims hit my at deer guard. Now I wish it would have blew the tire out. What I wish, where he would have had to stop. But it's whatever. We gonna get that money. He gonna pay for it. And like I said, that is a misdemeanor in Kentucky, a hit and run, and I am gonna press charges. So once if I have to go to court, I'm gonna go to court. We gonna press charges. There for sure gonna be some charges pressed. JF Trader says pink tacos. No pink tacos. These were beef tacos. I cooked a pound of ground beef, and speaking of that, damn, I set that second pound of ground beef down. Sorry, thinking out loud here. I better cook that ground beef today. I set a second pound down today. A pound of brown, come on. Chief Rowler says, just go into Best Buy and tell them you want the fastest laptop they've got. Don't worry about the price. No, I was in Best Buy just about a month ago looking at gaming laptops. Yeah. No. You're talking $6,000-$7,000 for some of those laptops in there. No. Honestly, I think a good name brand tablet would probably do what I need to do more than a new laptop. Yeah, it might. The computer I have, you cannot upgrade the processor. Well, I can't. I might be able to take that to a computer store, and they might be able to, but I don't think it's upgradable. It's only got one compartment for RAM, so that tells you how cheap of a computer it is. Which I upgraded the RAM from 4 to the maximum 16. So, and it definitely helped the RAM part, but the processor's the problem now. Something heavy says, it ain't tacos unless McCormick taco seasoning is used. Yeah, that's kind of how I am. I bought that Ortega at the Quick Trip truck stop, the ones up in Wisconsin, the Quick Trip. Am I the only one that wishes one of those Quick Trips would change their damn name? I kind of call the one in the South the QT. That way I don't have to say Quick Trip. But the Quick Trip in Wisconsin sells Ortega taco seasoning, and I bought it just to have something different to eat. It was a pretty basic taco. I put, I had Olay zero net carb tortillas. These were soft tacos, and I had ground beef with Ortega seasoning, like a Colby Jack type mix of cheese, lettuce, and some Frank's Red Hot on there. They were pretty basic, bitch, but it was okay. They were pretty good. Adam Bennett's in the house, $10 super chat. Thank you very much. I love my stepdaddy Cash. Hey, I love you too. Did you see where that truck hit my Peterbilt? Oh, my big blue Peter. But yeah, I need to. I definitely need to see what my options are on this guy, because that's total unnecessary. The Incredible Bulk says, I'm literally at that Oak Grove, Kentucky right now. Hey, if you go around to the back of the shop, you can find some blue fiberglass dust on the ground. Part of my truck is still there. Unfortunately, where was I at here? Red Lady's in the house. Hello, everyone. Hello, Red Lady. Overtime Trucking says, you back into Peterbilt? Yeah, back into Peterbilt and got hit again the night before last, Saturday morning. Got hit. Wow. Jeeves having fit. Yeah. Yeah, he was just mad because he wanted me to wait till he pulled out. And I realized that afterwards. But I'm not a mind reader. You know, I'm a tired trucker. If you want me to know something, you got to come up and tell me. And honestly, there was no need for him to need me to move to pull out. Like I said, after he raped the side of my truck, a prime truck came and backed into that spot without a problem. Like literally maybe one pull up and that guy put that truck in there. And I'm like, if a guy can back in with one pull up, it's not that hard of a spot. I would say on a 1 to 10 scale, that's probably level 3 backing. Like it's damn near straight line backing back there. Because we were toward the back of the truck stop, like past the back of the shop. Yeah, there was no need for this guy to do all this. Oh, tacos are talking to me. Might have to do some waffle stomping when I go in for my shower here in a minute. Little waffle stomping in there. Let's see. Where was I at? JF Trucker says, keep us updated, Cash. Curious the outcome. Yeah, I can't. I've been sitting all weekend stewing on this one. I've been trying to not worry about it, not think about it. I mean, I'm able to drive the truck back with, a few ratchet straps, a couple bungee cords, and a half a pack of zip ties. She's back on the road. You know what I mean? But, oh, Lord, does it look rough. I hate driving a busted up truck. I feel like I need to explain it to everybody. I didn't do that. That wasn't me, That one guy says, do you have photos of him flagging the bird? No, that was directly out my side window, him flipping me the bird. And I don't have any camera going out that direct way. But the way, he hit a parked truck, it's his fault. The part of arguing, he did it on purpose. I know he did it on purpose, but I understand how you have to prove things, in court. And I can't prove he done it on purpose, but I can tell you he hit a parked truck. And if you hit a stationary object, and I've got pictures of how I was parked. I was perfectly centered in the parking spot. There was just no call for this. He hit a parked truck, but no, I don't have proof of him flipping me the bird. I got video of me running after him after he takes off. But then again, he can say, I didn't see the guy, I understand how you have to prove things without a doubt in court. And, I might have a tough time with that, but on the civil suit, I don't have to prove any of that. All I have to prove is he hit a parked truck. And I have my dash cam footage and I have the Keep Trucking dash cam footage of that. And anybody in their right mind, when I show the video on YouTube, there's no way you didn't know you hit something. Imagine pulling out of a parking spot and the ass end of your trailer gets knocked over 3 inches. And then the trailer rocks back and forth the whole, time you're pulling out. You hit something. You just know it. Incredible Bulk. Dang Butler. Valox in the house. Hey, good buddy. What's up, Valox? Not much. Trying to not be crazy about getting hit again today. Ranger's in the house. What's up, Ranger? Says, well, dang it, hit again. Time for a new hood. Yeah, about time for a new one. damn, I mean, seriously, just got the thing back from the shop being redone. Gary Bates in the house of Gary Shannon Thomas Trucking. His insurance company has to pay for all the damage. Yeah, no doubt. And the downtime and everything. The last insurance company, when the guy backed into my hood there, they had to pay, I think it was $28,300. So, I don't think the guy realizes how expensive it is to play destruction derby with a truck. Not to mention his trailer's got to have damage. There's no way that I mean, it's probably damage that you wouldn't have to fix unless he, tore up a rim or something. But yeah. Shannon and Thomas Trucking with a $10 super chat. Thank you. Seems to me it's attempted homicide. Yeah. Yeah, that's why, like, as soon as I get a hold of his company tomorrow, I'm going to be like, hey, this guy needs to call the Hopkinsville Police Department because, they need his name and his driver's license and all that so we can go forward with this because I'm definitely going to press charges. I don't give a damn if I got to get a lawyer and what do they call that? Subpoena his records, Like, we going to get to this guy. I'm pissed enough. I'm willing to throw a couple $1,000s at this. I'll throw a couple thousand at it, and then I'll sue him for lawyer fees as well. But main thing is, if he didn't do it on purpose, he would have stopped. If you work for a big company and you hit somebody's equipment in a parking lot, you just stop. The insurance will pay for it. It's like, let me see here. Got lost on my comments again. Russell Freight Services is, dang, Cash, shaking my head, man. That sucks. Got 14 weeks till truck is paid off. Damn, there you go. Got him a 2022 Pete, almost paid off. There you go. Russell says, planning to buy a second truck, Cash, and run a mini fleet. There you go. There you go. The build order says, if you would have got out of that truck faster, you might be dead right now. I thought about that. I definitely thought about that because he was reckless abandoning. I mean, he didn't give a shit what was going on. To intentionally play destruction derby with a semi truck that's on some next level shit right there. Let me tell you. I definitely thought about, so I had my window down and because I just got done backing in. I mean, literally, I popped the brakes and he started this mess. So I had my window down and I was going to try to reach out there and grab my mirror and pull it in because I could tell he was going to hit me the way he turned the wheel. And I'm glad I didn't do that because I'd probably lost some fingers in that situation. The way he hit that mirror and bent that mirror around. Just wild. I just couldn't believe it. Chief Reller says, but you held up his clock for an additional 45 seconds. Yeah. My thing on that is if I'm holding you up, you should have left out earlier. It's just, there's no call for it. Alex, it sounds like he caused emotional distress as well. Hell yeah, he did. I've been stewing over this all weekend. Six Simpers in the house. What's up, brother? Kurt made it in. Ultra camera is awesome. Yeah, I got 2 cameras. I'm thinking about getting a better camera system, one of those 4 or 5 camera systems, because people are just retarded out here these days. No offense to the actual disabled people, but some of these truck drivers just, I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing? Something Epic says, he ran because he didn't have his panties on. Yeah, maybe. The Bull of the Woods in the house. What's up? Jerome Jones made it in. Like the way it sounds like you need to find a laptop and have several streams and stay cool. Good luck with it, brother. Yeah, my laptop back there is a Walmart cheapo. I basically have a laptop for data entry. I have a program that I run that requires Windows. And other than that, I don't even get the laptop out of the bag but about once a month just to do some profit and loss type stuff. That one guy, his company is harboring a fugitive. Yeah, we're gonna get to the bottom of it tomorrow. Six Semper says, call the Hammer Esquire. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. We're going to definitely talk to a lawyer tomorrow. Scott says, what's a great way to destroy your career? Yeah, exactly. Getting a pissing match and rip somebody's truck off in a parking lot. The thing of it was, I didn't even realize I was in a pissing match. That's what gets me. I'm like, I didn't even realize we were doing this. But, yeah, I guess we did it. We went and did it. Let's see. Semi Truck Nation would love to compare money and hours the drive versus me as a mechanic. Oh, okay. Six Emperor says this is why I park at the cat scales. Yeah, there you go. Definitely going to start parking at the fuel island from here on out. Builder says I'm surprised. Hit and run is only a misdemeanor. Something like that should be a felony. I think we're going to have to talk about that when we figure out how much money damage-wise he done. I don't think the cop realizes, like, the damage that guy done is probably going to be $20,000 or more. And most things like that, like theft, determine if it's a felony or a misdemeanor, typically has to do with money. So I don't know. We'll see. The cop that I talked to, I don't think was the most senior cop. So maybe I need to do some, maybe talk to some more people about it. But yeah, it's going to be tough to prove like he knew he was hitting me. You watch the video and he knew he hit me. But then again, it's like you got to prove what somebody was thinking or saw, and that's tough to do. Gary Cook says, get an iPad. I don't like Apple products. Is that bad that I don't like Apple products? Gary Bates says, might need to have the frame looked at. Yeah. We definitely going to get everything checked because the alignment is so off right now. Literally, I'm not kidding you. My steering wheel is a quarter turn to go straight. I don't know if I can show you. This is straight. I don't know if you guys could see that or not, but that is like the steering wheel is literally a quarter turn to go straight. So definitely there's some things under there that now I inspected everything as far as roadworthiness, and then I drove it for about 100 miles, got out, double checked everything again. Nothing's loose, nothing's broke, but some things are definitely out of alignment, to say the least. Six Emperors down, Cash bent the front end. Yeah, no doubt. Gary Bates, if guard is mounted to the frame, yes, that's what I thought too, Gary, because that's a heavy-duty deer guard, and the spot where it mounts to the frame, the front of the truck, it's bent up. It's bent. And that thing is heavy. I bet the steel on that's a quarter-inch thick, where that mounts into the tow hook thing. So yeah. Definitely problems. So we're gonna have to get everything checked. JL says Tyrannus, what's up to the Bull of the Woods? Come light the way. What's up? Six Emperors says Cash is King meets bend it with Brendan. Yeah, no doubt. We might have to. Scott Rowlands in the house. Do you want my walker has the new tennis balls on the legs? Yes. Hey, I'm not kidding you. I did have a hold of the steering wheel when he hit it, and it jerked the steering wheel my steering wheel is literally a quarter of a turn from where it was. That's how hard he hit it. The front end, it knocked it that far out of alignment. And when you've got a hold of something and it suddenly gets, a swift jerking motion, come on. I'm just saying right now, I'm going to explore all options on this one because, if the guy would have hit my truck and would have just been got out and was like, hey, man, I misjudged it. I caught your truck. I'm sorry. Let me back in and call the cops and we'll get the insurance, exchange insurance. We'd have done all that. We'd have been gravy. But the fact that he did that shit and then bolted after knowing he done it. Tim Matthews, what's up? Not much. Gary Bates is Adam Bennett. Doo-doo. Come on. Mike Hunt Itches says, if a big booty Latina chick isn't making my taco, I don't want it. That's a good point. That's a good point. I can't afford to have a big booty Latina in this truck with me, though. I'm going to just say that's going to get expensive. Can't afford it. December says, Cash is running the duct tape with Zip Tie Express. I am today. Got zip ties on the mirror. Oh, excuse me. Man, them tacos are kicking my ass. Yeah, I got zip ties on the mirrors. I got a ratchet strap holding the deer guard up. Yeah. Oh, it's rough. Trucker Joe D says, what's your exit strategy? Don't kill yourself out there. Yeah. I don't know. I still have fun driving truck. If these other sons of bitches would just not be so emotional and try to kill me, try not to. Thanks for the $10, Shannon. I appreciate it. Gary Bay says, sounds like an affair gone bad. Yeah, it might have been. Might have been. December says, Cash featured in the next Epic Trucking Fails. Oh, this video will be on the internet eventually. I mean, it's a great dash cam. I mean, you just see him go all down the side of the truck. And then when his trailer tires hit that deer guard, that trailer just goes like rocking like a boat on the water. And I just like, there's no way you didn't feel that. I don't give a damn. Like, if you've been driving truck more than 15 minutes, you knew you hit something. But whatever. Whatever. Something that says man-child trucker, turbine truckers, and the other dirt drivers are why I'm leaning away from getting a nice custom show truck. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Molendeer smash chassis truck. I was a white guy. You know, that's the thing of it. I've been hit twice this year, and both of them were white guys. You know, I gotta say, some of these white guys out here got to step their game up. Shannon says, call the hammer. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt we call it the hammer. Gary Cook says, doesn't Loves have the security camera on the shop? They do, but I really don't need the I really don't need it. I mean, I got the proof I need from my dash cam, but I thought about that. I thought about it, but there's really nothing more I can do than to get after him with what I got. John says, was you at the Pilot or the Loves small parking lot? I was at the Loves. I was parked back there behind the shop in those diagonal spots. Parked down there. Primal Smash is in the house. Be careful driving until your steering alignment, man. Yeah, we're not going to do any high-speed trucking. I've been rolling because I don't have cruise control. So I've been rolling pretty slow, trying to not like let it get going too fast down a hill or something. But boy, I miss cruise control. But it messed up a wheel speed sensor. I think it's why my cruise control isn't working. It probably damaged the wheel speed sensor, I would think. It shook my truck pretty violently. It knocked my truck out of its, like over about 3 inches from where I was at. So it was a pretty rough hit. Pretty rough. Let's see. Trucker Joe D says manual transmissions were a good screening to keep unsuitables out. Yeah. Dude, did your truck actually get hit again? Yeah. Oh yeah, we got hit again. Same exact damn spot too. I just don't get it. These people. Well, it was. It's all civil insurance related, nothing criminal because it was a private lot. Yeah, there you go. If he was caught leaving the scene once he left the lot, then it's criminal. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Shannon Hummer Trucking says this will cause your tires to wear out too. Yeah. Oh, I know. We're gonna make sure that's duly noted. Yeah, because I got brand new steer tires. My steer tires are, well, I had them put on when the truck was in the shop last time, so they put on in the beginning of June. These steer tires, I got the truck back in the like early July. So these tires probably have about 8 weeks of running on them. So yeah, definitely. Brand new tires. Dodger says, wonder if he had an accent. I don't know. He was a white guy. Something Eric says, take care out there. Y'all got to get going. Yeah, I do too. I got to hop off here. I got to go get me a shower. I got the stank on me. Bullet One says, did the driver leave the lot into a public street? Yes. Yes. He went down to that red light and was gone. Like, gone. I was hoping the red light would catch him, but by that point, I was pretty out of breath, and, he made it out of the light, so it's what it was. And then I forgot to look and see if he went east or west, so I guess it was irrelevant at that point. But let's see. Robert Bassett says, sorry this happened again. Just wondering, was American driver or foreign? He looked American. I'm not 100% on that, though. We'll have to wait till. And honestly, his company probably won't give me his information. It's one of those things. I don't know how that works. This was an actual police report, though. This was not one of those like incident forms where you just exchange information, because we did that last time. It wasn't like an actual police report, but where this was a hit and run, this was an actual police report. So, Minnesota Kid, hey buddy, thanks for the ice cream yesterday. Okay, ice cream yesterday. Thanks for the ice cream yesterday. I have to figure out what that means. Let's see. Yeah, be careful till you get the alignment. Yeah, no doubt. I'm keeping an eye on everything. Michael Page says, Love Shop security camera may have caught the driver's face reaction. Ooh, there you go. I didn't think about that. To validate you saying he knew he hit something. Yeah, I did not think about that. DIY Simmy says, boom, pun intended. Oh, too soon, Simmy, too soon. Chief Rollins says, tell them your head smashed the window and you've been feeling strange ever since. Hey, I definitely got pain in my shoulder. I mean, I know that's a fact. Like, that's not even bullshit. So, yeah, I think I probably need to go to the doctor one day this week and have them check my shoulder, because I definitely got some pain in that shoulder. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I'm going to hop off here. I need to go take a shower and shave this gray beard off. Oh, God, I hate a gray beard. Makes me like I'm 42 years old, and everybody knows I'm not that old. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a good one out there. Try not to get hit, and definitely don't road rage into me, please. Later. Do you need to save money by not idling your truck? Of course you do. That's why I'm introducing you to Zero Breeze today. Zero Breeze, a lightweight portable air conditioner that makes 5,280 BTUs of cooling power. Yes, you need this if you idle your truck overnight to stay cool. Yes, this will save you tons of money. Use my link below when you order, and I appreciate it.